What's going on, you beautiful people of the internet? And welcome to my channel, Taps TCG. For those of you that know me, I have a really big background in other card games such as Lorcana and Yu-Gi-Oh! But today we are not going to be talking about those two. Today we are going to be talking about League of Legends RIFTBOUND. It's the new TCG card game that is about to come out this October. I am so excited to get my hands on these trial decks here. We have Jinx and Victor. Today I'm going to be unboxing these. Now, full context here. League of Legends RIFTBOUND is the new TCG card game from Riot. Super excited to try these out. Even though I'm not really a League of Legends player, I have played the game, and my wife actually has played the game a lot. So we're really excited to check these decks out. Was able to get my hands on a Jinx trial deck and a Victor trial deck. Spoilers, I already opened these two up because I wanted to see what the cards look like beforehand. I've seen some other things over the internet, read some of the effects of these cards, but I haven't really seen anybody popping these open to show off. Most likely because they're so hard to get. That being said, we're gonna go ahead and open up Jinx first. See if I can get this one open. And we're gonna check out what the cards do, how the deck looks like, and take it from there. Yeah, and of course, shout outs to the best sleeves in the game, Dragon Shield. Sponsor us, please. Let me go ahead and pop this open here. So super excited. So I initially wanted to play Jinx, especially because I like the way that the deck seems. There's a lot of things out there showing people having deck profiles and stuff like that. Funny enough, a lot of people are excited about this, and I think it could very well be the next big card game. Oh, and there is our legend card right there, Jinx Loose Cannon. Of course, a lot of these cards are going to have the sample text on there, but that's okay because, you know, again, it's the first of the first batch. At the start of your beginning phase, draw one if you have one or fewer cards in hand. So again, some draw power, so that's awesome. We're going to keep her right over there. Let's take a look at this. Reaper's Row. When you defend here, you may move a friendly unit here to base. So I guess the way that this game works is you have to capture points, you know, just like in the actual game. You capture points first. First player to 8 points wins the game. So this, you can kind of see how if you have several friendlies, then you can start to swarm the field and start to gain points. So that's awesome. I'm going to put this guy right over here. Windswept Hillock. Units here have ganking. They can move from battlefield to battlefield. Okay. So just like in the game, people can move from battlefield to battlefield ganking. So I guess you can capture more than 1 point over and over again. So that's kind of cool. And then the last battlefield that is presented to us is Zon Warrens. When you conquer here, you can discard one, then draw one. So again, something to get through your deck quick. As you'll come to see, this deck is very fast. You want to get through your deck as much as possible. So excellent card there as well. So I'm going to be going through these cards as thoroughly as I possibly can. But there's going to be a lot of 2-ofs and a lot of 3-ofs here. So we can take a look at this. Brazen Buccaneer. As you play me, you may discard a card as an additional cost. If you do, reduce my cost by 2. So in this game, you have something called runes, which are all the way here in the back. Essentially, your mana. They pretty much populate each turn, so that's awesome. To make him cheaper, I guess this right over here is his cost, and this is his might. So his attack and defense, hence the sword and the shield here. So a card that is essentially 4 if you discard cards from your hand, so making him significantly cheaper. You got 3 copies of that. Of course, you have some other cards here like Chemtech Enforcer. When you play me, discard 1 card. You know, of course, this whole deck theme is you want to empty out your hand as quick as possible, so that way you can proc your champion Jinx here, which will draw you cards and get you through your deck as quickly as possible. So awesome there. This is going to help you do that. And he also has another keyword here, Assault 2, +2, while I'm an attacker. So when he's attacking, he gets stronger. He's essentially a +4. Very good card. And cost 2, so pretty cheap. Next, Flame Chomps. This is a card that I'm super interested in playing with. Flame Chompers, when you discard me, you may pay, I guess it's the red rune, to play me. So, you know, again, you can kind of see where this goes. You know, you play something like this, you dump one of these guys, and then you can pay 1 rune to basically summon him back out. So you're going to be able to essentially spawn a lot of these units here on the field. So that's pretty cool. Legion Rearguard, Accelerate. I may pay 1 red as an additional cost to have me enter ready. So again, just like in Magic the Gathering or Lorcana, you can play, or when you play cards, they come in tapped. So if you pay 1 red, he becomes untapped and he is ready to go. So excellent card, cost 2, only 2 power, but that's fine because you just want to get people into the battlefields as quickly as possible. Next, you got 3 Noxus Hopeful. Legion, I cost 2 less, gain this effect if you've played another card this turn. So essentially, gain this effect. So it's essentially a 2 cost 4 power card, which is insane. You know, as you keep playing cards, which there's a lot of cheaper cards here, so just playing something can make this come out very, very easily. And he's pretty damn strong, so that's good. Scrapyard Champion. Okay, only 1 Scrapyard Champion here, and then we get to the good stuff right over here. But 1 Scrapyard Champion. When you play me, discard 2. When you play me, discard 2, then draw 2. Oh, wow, so we got some draw power here as well. Cost 5, and I believe this symbol over here indicates that I need to tap a red to play this card. So really, really neat stuff. We got some draw power there. Then the heart and soul of the deck, Jinx Demolitionist. She also has Accelerate, which is awesome. And then +2 while I'm an attacker. When you play me, dump 2. Very good card for willpower. And she's the heart and soul of the deck here, so I think she's going to be insane. We got 2 Vi. Vi Destructive. Ganking, so she can move from battlefield to battlefield. Cost 2. Needs to pay a red rune here, and she's a 3 willpower. So very good card. Very very dangerous to go from battlefield to battlefield, trying to contest and get as many points as possible. Very good card. And then a card that I very well know, Seal of Rage. If you guys have played Lorcana, this is basically Fishbone Quill, except it costs nothing. I guess you recycle 1 red rune because it does have a rune cost here. If there's no cost, I guess you can put 1 back. And then you tap this and then you add a red rune. Abilities that add resources can't be reacted to. Oh, wow. So, you know, I can just play this and they can't do shit. Nice. But this is a very good card, especially for any red deck. I can see this being a staple. It costs nothing. I mean, it costs nothing practically, but, you know, it is ramp for your deck. Let me just go ahead and do these. I'm going to sleeve these cards up as soon as I'm done doing the deck profile here, because I'm so excited to start playing this, learn the game thoroughly, and hopefully the community is large and wide. So far, I see a lot of people posting stuff about this. They already got their hands, but they're not really showing off the decks as they come. So I hope I can provide that here and see what decks are going to be worth picking up and what are not. Here we have Gus. It is a 1 cost. Doesn't need any specific rune to like play. Play at any time, even before spells and abilities resolve. Return a unit to the battlefield with 3 or less to the owner's hand. So something to kind of stop them or get something off of the battlefield so that you can actually capture it. Very good card. And Rebuke. This is another spell card action you can play on my turn or in showdowns, which essentially a showdown is whenever 2 of your characters fight. Return a unit to the battlefield to the owner's hand. Very good card, and you definitely need to have 2 of the purple runes. I played a purple-red deck in Lorcana, so this is very near and dear to my heart here. Undercover Agent. I can dump 2, then draw 2. When I die, I gain this effect. Okay, so a bit more on the expensive side, but I guess the payoff is you can get through your deck a lot quicker, and he has 5 willpower, so very good card. Then we got the Traveling Merchant. When I move, I can discard 1 and draw 1. So again, cheap, get through your deck quickly. Okay, here is a new card. I believe this is Jinx Rebel. If I'm not mistaken, no. Okay, so this one we play in the deck as well. When you discard one or more cards, I can ready me and give me +1 this turn. Okay, so I guess she just gets bigger. You know, that one's cool. And this card right here, you got two of these. Very expensive card, but possession. Now, if anything has taught me anything, any cards that say take cards from your opponent are broken. Now, it is a little bit expensive, but it's an action, so I can play this on my turn or in showdowns and choose an enemy unit at a battlefield, take control of it, and recall it. Send it to your base. This isn't a move. So I can take something of yours that's on a battlefield, move it to my base, and then I can move it to another battlefield. So insanely powerful. Don't know its practical use because it is expensive, and I feel like this deck wants to be quick. So maybe a side deck card, but insane though. This card's nice. Seal of Discord. It has no cost, and again, I guess you can recycle a purple there, and then I add purple mana. So a lot of ramp in this deck, it seems like. So that's kind of cool. Then the card I was most excited about, which is Super Mega Death Rocket. This is the signature spell card for Jinx, and it deals 5 to a unit. When you conquer, you may discard one card to return it from your trash to your hand. So, I mean, optimally, you probably want to play 3, and I guess you can recycle. This symbol right here means recycle, so I have to recycle something to be able to play this. I guess you would want to play 3 of these because you want to see it, but you can get it back easily from the trash or the graveyard to your hand. So maybe it's optimal to play 2, but I guess only time can tell. I have to play this game more to kind of find out. And then you got your runes. So there's going to be 6 red and 6 purple. And that, my friends, rounds off the Jinx deck profile. Super excited to try this out. And we even got some purple sleeves for her. So that's going to be fun stuff.